Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Last week, the minister announced changes to the Ontario Interactive Digital Media Tax Credit. Our government is cutting red tape and leveling the playing field for small and medium interactive digital media companies across this province. In 2016, Ontario's interactive digital media industry employed almost 20,000 people. Members of Interactive Ontario, the association representing companies in the sector, say they plan to hire thousands of new people over the next year, including in Ottawa's West End. Could the minister please outline for the House how our government is working to create an environment where interactive digital media companies can grow and thrive?
The Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the diligent member from Ottawa West Nepean for that great question this morning. And it was a pleasure to visit last week with Yukon Games here in Toronto for an important announcement that we made. It was great to speak with business leaders in the interactive digital media sector here in Ontario, where they have an impact of $3 billion in that sector for our economy. These companies are working on everything from video game speaker to digital marketing solutions for some of the world's largest companies. The video game industry has come a long way, Speaker, since your Donkey Kong days. It's really, really big business. Jean-Sylvain Sormani is the president of Snowden Studios, a developer in West Ottawa, where the member is from, and he said, "I think this is great. And we do too, Mr. Speaker. It's a great change. Small and medium businesses make up 85% of this space. With our changes to the digital media tax credit, those companies are going to face less red tape when they're accessing this important support. As the member opposite says, thousands and thousands of jobs in Ontario are depending on us, and we're coming through to create even—
Thank you. Thank you very much. The supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the minister's response. It's always good news for our province anytime we can remove red tape for Ontario's businesses. I am pleased to hear the steps our government is taking to help our smaller video game developers to grow and thrive here at home in Ontario. Through strategic investments, we can ensure that Ontario is a leader in this field and create jobs and keep jobs in this province for years to come. Through you, Mr. Speaker, can the minister please advise the House further on how our government is creating an environment in the media sector where we can attract investment and create jobs, growth and long-term prosperity?
Minister.
Speaker, I know the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport would like to answer this question.
Referred to the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for the opportunity to answer that important question, and also for the great work that you do out in your constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to commend also the Honourable Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade for the great work he's doing to bring jobs to the province of Ontario. We have tax credits across the media landscape, Mr. Speaker, for film, television, music, books, and of course, video games. These tax credits are distributed through a provincial agency called Ontario Creates. These tax credits, Mr. Speaker, are used for the industries to simply allow them to access funds to be able to do more work in the province. Mr. Speaker, that's why we're committed to cutting red tape for video game developers, striking film and television advisory panel for those tax credits to ensure we're supporting job creation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.